Hello everyone. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we're bringing another standard weekly that run on the S6 settings, and bringing that to you will be Dr. Bob and Soulblade. How are you doing, Dr. Bob?
I'm doing all right, and one of these days when Soulblade he gets his audio figured out, we'll be joined as well by Soulblade. Unfortunately, the Discord elves that run the audio are just not really you know being cooperative today. Anyway, so for those of you, looking for some more Augury Time Randomizer action, we got it here on ZSR4. Got a couple other races going on right now in the tournament. But these are being run using the Season 6 settings, and with the standard rule set. So there is one other thing allowed. And if you have any questions about what those things are, feel free to ask. But for now, I'm just going to assume you know what those are. Today we have Tiris and Balthier as our two runners on stream here today. So Soulblade has joined us again. We'll see if he can hear me. And if not, we will get ourselves figured out. Yeah.
And we're going, so I will leave you. Hopefully Soulblade fixes his issues. If not, we'll try to get another comment here with you.
All right. I mean, I can hold my own if necessary. And yeah. So welcome everybody to the North American Weekly race for Ocarina of Time Randomizer. The race is underway. We'll be starting on stream in approximately 5 seconds. So I hope you're ready for this. We get a random child start here, and this is starting in the potion shop in Kakariko Village. So immediately we get a look at the grotto, the back grotto in Kakariko, which does appear to have a big shiny item on it. So right now we've got DFX doing our tracking situation. Looks like we got Ferrora's Wind out of that, so that seems pretty good. Yeah, and the whole idea with not seeing magic for 2 hours, that wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. My commentary stream is taking a hot minute to synchronize here, so sorry I'm not being able to see much of it, but I'll figure something out here in a second. Alright, so it looks like we've got a hint that says that Zora's River is on the path to Goma today. And Goron City is on the path to Twin Rova, so thanks chat for keeping up with that. Alright, so Balthier going out into Hyrule Field, as well as Tiris handling that situation. And we're going to go ahead and set up some money grab here for Balthier. A little bit of extra money as we head around towards town. Or actually, looks like we're heading for Lon Lon Ranch. Perfectly reasonable strategy here. And good morning to you too.
Okay, well, I found the issue.
Oh, did you?
Somehow the audio portion of my Discord got muted, but not the talking part.
Well, that's interesting. Well, once again, everybody, welcome to Soulblade 128. Thank you for joining me today.
Yes, it's nice to hear you.
Excellent. So we got Balthier and Tiris both going for chicken situation here, or challenge chickens.
I already love these two runners because chickens are the best.
Yeah. Oh, hello. We got a slingshot there for the challenge chicken setup. And did they reduce the number of chickens in Kakariko?
They did. You only need 4 instead of 7.
Ah, well that explains why they did it then.
At least in Season 6 you only need 4.
Fair enough.
Also, what is Balthier's model there? I can't pin that.
Balthier is Cafe from Majora's Mask, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is that little kid Cafe?
Looks like it. Alright, so we got Prelude of Light here on the opponent's song check. And Balthier going to head for the silo out here.
Makes sense. You have a way to warp out 2 ways. One to get a song and one to go to the Temple of Time.
Yeah. I imagine a Requiem check would probably be first, just so you can get the extra song. Ooh, that's a scale. And we did see a hint about Zora's River being on the way to Goma, so we could have a sword there or something.
I don't think you need a scale for the river. Oh, you do if you don't have bombs, I guess.
Yeah, if you go from Lake Hylia. That could be what unlocks it logically, anyway.
Yeah. Just find some logic breakers, and then you're good to go.
Alright, looks like we had our group come in from ZSR Main. Don't tell me how that race went, but we've got the North American Weekly Race here on ZSR4.
Interesting split here. Balthier's going adult, and Tiris is going child spirit.
Yeah. I mean, for one thing, if you have that, you have those, how do I words? You ever forget how to words? You have that slingshot, so, you could even do a couple of checks in here if you really wanted to.
Every day of my life, I forget how to word.
Song of Storms at the Requiem check.
Did Balthier already get that? I see it marked on his...
Looks like it. Well, I consider myself corrected there.
SFM to Volvagia?
Well, there's a couple of things that could represent.
Probably in the Wolfos grotto.
Right. I was more thinking about which kind of particular item. 50 gold, 50 skulls is the big Goron sword, so rip, rip BGS.
No 20-minute time save today.
Nope.
Oh, but 30 is irons.
Ooh. Oh, dear me. That could definitely be quite a deal. Especially given the fact that Water Temple is vanilla. So the game would at least want you to have it.
I missed the pedestal check. Oh, that's probably the path right there. I saw that sword.
Yep. That's what I figured it would be. Oh, Balthier going for the special jump here.
I like the no hover boot get of this item.
It now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this feels a lot like the no hover boots jump to Volvagia's door. Are they similar?
Yes, I think it is similar. Where you gotta get against the wall and get a position and then jump across.
Way more precise, you say? That
Oh,
makes sense.
well, you know.
I mean, I
I've never
imagine
tried
it's
it.
relying on similar mechanics, is what I'm saying. Like you're using the wall to slightly slow the fall down.
Yes, the logical way is getting it as a child with a chicken or as an adult with hover boots.
Yep.
If you don't want to pay 2 trips to Zora's River, you try to get it now.
It looks like Balthier's going for a second try at this. I don't even know if it's possible from here, but we'll see.
I don't think it's possible from this way.
I stand corrected. I sit corrected.
Well, that's why I'm top 10,000, and I'm here in the commentary. Is that Song of Time on OOT?
Interesting.
Vanilla Song of Time. Oh, is Epona's? Okay.
Oh, opponents, you say. Okay.
I'm not good at speed reading.
Well, that does narrow down, like the different ways of reaching, say, Gerudo Training Grounds logically.
Yes, logically you might need that, but with Reverse Wasteland, the thing.
Right. That's why I said logically, because you learn Reverse Wasteland if you know what's good for you. Trying to do this thing.
See, it could be logical all dungeons.
Alright, Balthier setting up the glitchless jump in Sacred Forest Meadow. Slightly missed it. Just, I'm guessing didn't hold right early enough.
Another seed of no frogs too. Feels bad.
Alright, T-Riss gets the target in the woods taken care of. See bombs on Colossus's left hand. That is the mirror shield chest.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but T-Riss does love rushing it, so it could happen.
There is that possibility. We get Bolero of Fire on the adult Sacred Forest Meadow check.
I really hope that that's not the path.
Yeah, that could be the path for all we know. Just put the hook shot on Volvagia or something.
That's a really lame path, if that's the case.
Agreed. And we get Nocturne of Shadow on Bolero, so, okay.
Stone Shadow finds a way?
Could very well be.
I don't know. I was doing tech stuff. I don't know if we've checked the pedestal.
Oh, turns out the Water Temple is not vanilla. I was making that up. It's the other stone. So we might not need those iron boots.
Maybe.
People crossing
Nice to have
fingers
them
here.
for like lab dive.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so Balthier is heading into Fire Temple here. probably just going to check a couple of things. We see that's just a thing.
You might not get much with only 14 seconds.
That is the new texture for the small key that I have not seen before.
It makes them very easy to see.
Fair enough.
And so you could tell the difference between small keys and just a regular tiny brown chest.
Or what they used to have, which is just a big key chest texture on a small chest.
Kind of miss the big gilded small key chests.
Right. Skull Mask is dead. And now we see T-Riz heading
chest
down.
Texture definitely makes GTG Maze Peak really easy.
Nice. Alright, so we know Boomerang Chest is not super useful.
It's good to know.
T-Riz going to take care of the Song of Storms check here.
T-Riz does have storms.
Yep, and is going to check the... I'm assuming T-Riz is going to run down here, grab that chicken, and go get the sword, because you're not going to leave the sword lying there.
Definitely not. Especially since you kind of need it to get into the Deku Tree.
True facts. Oh, also doing some bean acquisition.
2 beans today.
Double beans. I'm gonna plant one here. I guess technically counts as a shortcut on the way back up.
Yep, that's an adult shortcut upriver if you need it.
Meanwhile, Balthier is taking care of the Dompe checks.
What makes Dompe so special that he gets to stick around after he dies?
I don't know. It's, I guess, taking care of all those dead folks. You just give him a pass. So we got garbage all around, but we do go ahead and pick up that piece of heart from the chest because you're there. Why not? The thing with the small chests is they can contain bomb shoes, which would be, shall we say, useful.
I know some people like to open up small chests until they have bomb shoes or a bomb bag.
Mm-hmm. Is that? Yeah, that's a magic jar.
Nice.
So much for not getting magic until 2 hours in. We've actually got the Ferrari's Wind and the magic jar.
And a lovely sun song for time of day routing.
Good times. Alright, well, at least we're not worried about money.
$100.
And there's a bomb bag. So, yeah. Not really worried about that so much anymore.
I think this is going to be a low health seed from Balthier.
Very, very possible. Alright, time for a little bit of Redead destruction.
Also, some Deku Tree action from T-Riz.
Alright, full heart in the Redead Grotto, so it's not going to be a 3-heart seed.
Doing Volvagi on 3 hearts sounds like a pain.
Yeah. Sounds like the sort of thing I would want like 4 bottles and fairies for. And Balthier taking that 200 rupees and using it to purchase a shield.
Hyrule Castle Fairy is a nut upgrade.
Well, alright then. I'm not going to make a comment on that.
It's okay, the hint speaks for itself.
Fair enough. Hyrule Field is on the path of Phantom Ganon, so very likely you can find, you know, a hookshot or a bow or something out there.
Bow or hookshot is a good bet.
Or, yeah, it's definitely that.
Or something that leads to those items.
Yeah. My brain was thinking, oh, it could be like the song to get you access, but no, that's stupid.
That'd be weird. You just Mido skip.
Alright, so Double Child Dungeons happening right now on screen. Of course, one of them very much not happening as a child.
It's a big one in Deku.
Oh. In the good old slingshot chest. Alright, nothing important in there, but the slingshot chest has a fish.
Uh-oh, that's a bottle.
Is it ice time?
You know, Tyrus might think it's ice time.
It's always ice time.
Although you don't have hovers yet to get into Domain as an adult.
Alright, Tyrus. Once again, now we're in the compass room here. Getting another chest, which contains a second slingshot. So, not the world's most useful thing.
French vanilla slingshot.
True facts. And we are coming over to the other alcove, but we're just coming here for the skull. I imagine there'll be some, you know, slightly out of the way skull checks, just because, you know, that 30 skulls iron boots could definitely be a relatively important check.
Big chests all over the place.
Hey, we got a bow in Dodongo's cavern.
So
in
Hyrule
the
Field must
bomb
be a
show.
hookshot. Because Path to Phantom can't be a bow anymore.
Looks like we had a bit of a misclick on the race time there. Because I'm pretty sure nobody's finishing this seat in 21 minutes.
Yeah, I see it.
I mean, I'm behind on the meta, but I don't think I'm that behind.
If you could beat a seed in under 30 minutes, you probably deserve to be the champion. Or you did some weird credits glitch.
Yeah, I just aced my way to putting Breath of the Wild into this and then just went straight to Ganon. Does that count?
I don't think it does.
Darn it. Alright, so we got a Goma fight happening for Tiris. So, when I do this Goma fight, if I have the slingshot, I'm always tempted to use the slingshot. For just this reason, to be honest. Because the slingshot actually gives you much, much more time to damage Goma than a Deku Nut does.
I've actually gotten the rhythm down pretty good of Deku Nut kills.
So, like, for some reason, I can't get the rhythm down to throw the second Deku Nut, but I can get the rhythm down to just get it all in one cycle of one Deku Nut. I'm a weird person. All right. So nothing super important on the Goma kill, and apparently nothing that Balthier wanted to pick up. It looked like a stick. It could have been a stick upgrade, and I would have been sad if you left that behind.
Stick upgrades are always nice.
Alright, so Balthier going for the man on the roof. If you believe they put a man on the roof. And Balthier is now finally going for the grotto in the back here. Didn't do this at the beginning because Balthier apparently immediately went for the Requiem check.
Goron City to Twin Rova. I don't know if we've seen that.
Yeah, that is a check we did see. But it wasn't... but I didn't see it on my stream because I had some buffering issues. Apparently we also had Graveyard on the path to somewhere, according to a tracker here.
Graveyard to Baronade.
Baronade, aha. And just a stick. Balthier resetting.
Makes sense. Save your rupees for Bombchu Bowling.
Fair enough. Alright, now Tiris is doing some child spirit action here.
That was cool. He turned in the cutscene, and the stick got lit on fire during the cutscene.
Neat. Alright, well that looks like a chest we might want to open, so... certainly a possibility.
I just like the neat little tricks I see from people sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Now, it does look like there are no keys here on the left side of Child Spirit.
So, child could still be required, though, depending what this item is.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how to change that, but the child spawn is, in fact, the potion shop in Kakariko.
It's changed on the restreamer node.
Fair enough.
Some people are just too fast at typing. Also, probably not required. It was just a t-shirt.
Yeah, although, you know, if it's going to be a low health seed, I wouldn't argue with it. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's definitely useful, just not hard required.
Irenia's dance leads to a red rupee, so we're not, desperate for that good old Saria song at the moment.
Dad's gonna give me $20 for watching him dance.
I'm not touching that one.
I'm just
All right,
sad
so
that the cutscenes are moved for it.
Yeah, it's true. All right, so we got the dog.
Taking Richard Bombchu bowling first.
Aha. Oh, we got a strength upgrade on Bombchu Bowling too, so.
Sort of useful, I guess.
Yeah, I imagine so.
You need at least one strength to complete the game. I guess in this seed you need 2 because Spirit Temple is required.
Good old Spirit. Especially given the fact that there's, like, nothing on left side. Alright. 1 Goron's bracelet delivered. And now it's time to deliver a dog. How many times have you gone through that screen transition without the dog accidentally?
It's happened quite a few times.
It's not a small number for me either. Alright, so we are fluting off to Nocturne, or to Kakariko Graveyard.
Sometimes you go too fast and the dog just doesn't follow you. Or you accidentally catch the wrong dog on the way.
And looks like Hot Garbo to me.
Curious as to why Balthier is still opening small boxes. Maybe he wants more health.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Oh, there we go.
That's
Boomerang on Dompe digging. Yeah, something tells me that's on the path to Baronade.
Especially since we can't teach Link how to throw his Kokiri sword like a boomerang.
Yeah, I'm not even sure it's particularly well aerodynamically designed for that purpose. But then again, neither is the actual boomerang. It is not precisely the right shape. Alright, Magic for T-Riz as well. Gonna be picking up the bombs soon. Also gonna grab that good old Sun Song here. Meanwhile, Balthier going through, picking up quite a few skulls while we're at it. I imagine we're going to see a play toward Goron City here on account of, the path to Twin Rova being there.
You're here, you're a child, you might as well clear it out.
Yeah. And you don't want to have to come back for Child Goron City, you know what I mean?
I've done that a lot.
I remember doing Child... I remember doing the stupid Hot Rodder Goron at, 5 hours into a seed. Being like, This is my iron boots. I'm going to kick someone. Yep.
Yep, I know that pain. The other way of something was on Goron pottery and you didn't have bombs at the time, so you just left it.
Alright, so we see bombs there at the TARDIS. I think that's what people call it.
Yep.
It's the boxing graveyard.
Not entirely sure how it got that name.
I think it has something to do with the runner 10th Doctor and him forgetting something there or something. But don't hold me to it. Thought it was a stick when it was a boomerang. There you go. Alright, so we get some rupees there for Balthier and the second magic upgrade.
Well, that's not passed, because that's not magic locked.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to get ourselves a look at what's there. I couldn't exactly tell as far as that chest goes.
I think whatever the item is on Goron pottery or Link the Goron. Oh, we haven't checked Hot Rodder.
Yeah, we haven't checked Hot Rodder yet. And there's the mirror shield. That is definitely on the path to Twin Rova, so congratulations.
I guess you could just be obvious with your path in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with you. Why you being so direct? What kind of randomizer is this?
Where's my 10-item path chain?
Oh, another strength upgrade in the bomb grotto outside of Goron City entrance in the Lost Woods.
Balthier's already so close to go mode.
That's kind of dumb.
Or do we just need a hook shot and light arrows? Oh, Rudo's
Hammer?
Oh. True. I guess you can't kill Volvaji without a hammer. We have an idea where it is. It's in Hyrule Field, maybe.
Something leading to a hookshot is probably in Hyrule Field.
Also, this could be our Sacred Force Meadow path.
Very well could be.
Or it's just going to be Bolero. Yeah.
It's
Bolero or Saria's.
Yeah. So it could be the Bolero song leading to Nocturne, which leads to something else.
So if it's
in Stone Shadow.
Bolero, that leads me to believe that hookshot is not in Hyrule Field. Because then you could just use hookshot to get into Fire Temple. Also, Link the Goron had make sure you're Zoodooing safely.
Yep, there's Saria's song. Yeah, sorry is for Hammer and Forest. That could definitely be a thing. We know it's not Darunia's dance, so there you go.
Did we not get a Skull Kid hint?
We got a Skull Mask hint.
Oh, Minuet is ZL lock. Yeah, that would make sense. Sorry is for Forest Temple access.
We got a Skull Kid hint. Forest Temple access. Yeah.
That's a gold scale on the wall.
Holy heck. That might be some of our runners' salvation as far as, iron boots go.
Definitely prevents you from needing iron boots unless water temple is required in some way.
Yeah, that or like toilet. But
Hello, ZSR2. Welcome on in.
hello.
Welcome. Had
Welcome.
to double check that hint. First time chat is a mod. Yeah, a lot of people don't visit ZSR4.
Yeah, ZSR4 is kind of, the Ocho over here. But hey, when you got several races happening at the same time, you gotta have a place to put them.
I don't know if I've actually ever typed in ZSR4.
Alright, so T-Risk now heading into Dongo's Cavern. We know that they're going to find a bow here. Aside from that, just, a medallion like you do. So it's going pretty well as far as we can tell. But again, there may be that one item that evades us forever.
It does seem to happen that way sometimes. I have typed here before.
Fair enough. Alright, so Balthier now heading for Deku Tree at the same time that T-Risk is in Dongo's Cavern. We did see this earlier. T-Risk took a death there. Wasn't entirely intentional, I'm sure, but at least got to see that chest.
Opening slow chest is small. Or slow, not small.
Well, that's why you said opening slow chests, which is, that would be accurate.
flip the words around sometimes.
Yep. Like I said, sometimes we forget how to words. Oh, I didn't realize you could peek the chest from over there. That's neat.
I think there's a way to peek it from downstairs also, but it's very specific.
Alright, so Tira's going for the bow here. And Balthier picking up the fish. Since Tira's already checked that particular chest, no reason to stick around. Just gonna head to the back. Like you do.
Now, how long do you think they will keep the emotional support fish?
I'm not sure. I mean, honestly, the whole idea with the emotional support fish there, if I was in charge of that situation, and I might just have it until I go to Jabu, just for the sake of not having to get another one. But, it all depends on if you need that bottle for something else for some reason. Like, I don't know, going to ice.
I mean, a fish is required for Jabu access, but not that specific one.
That is true.
I'm pretty sure the logic of the Randobot does not allow consumable items to be path.
That is true. Yeah, I was definitely just saying going to ice out of logic with the skip. And it is a stick upgrade. That is definitely the kind of thing I want to see when I'm running this. Alright, so T-Risk taking care of that particular dungeon. Probably going to go ahead and head on up. Actually, I don't even know what he's going to be doing up here. Maybe just going into Lost Woods or something.
Yeah. Going to pick up something. Every time I guess what a runner's trying to do, they pull a 180 and do something else.
Fair enough. So it looks like Balthier is opening all of the chests in Mido's house, despite them all being small, so...
Interesting. I wonder what he's looking for. More money, maybe?
Alright, so T-Risk's going to go ahead and get the lift upgrade here.
Balthier doesn't really need shoes, though. He has bombs.
Some people really, really want shoes. But the bomb bag does exist.
he's doing minuet before field.
Sad day. Althea, on the other hand, is doing field, so we'll get to see some pretty impressive situations here.
Let's see if it is indeed hookshot.
Alright, remote grotto is nothing. Gonna go ahead and check that hint for the duplicate 50 gold BGS hint.
Game just wants to make sure that you know. Don't do 50.
Certainly not if you're racing the seed.
I wouldn't even do 50 if I wasn't racing. I would just take the extremely low 3-cycle Ganondorf fight.
Alright, so nothing important in the other, the open grotto, so it looks like we're going to the scrub grotto over here.
I wonder if the item's in Tektite Grotto and we need the 30 iron boots for it.
Well, except that we have the gold scale.
Can you get the Tektite item with gold scale?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought you needed irons.
I think you can. Maybe I'm... Yeah. There's the hook shot.
That's the hook shot. At this point, you probably bail on field, yeah?
I imagine. Looks like Balthier's gonna go for Child Valley.
Yep. Always good to see a Child Valley enjoyer. I know a lot of runners don't like doing Child Valley into Lake.
Yeah, it's definitely a play I like to do early on. Like back when, Child Spawn was vanilla. But nowadays, maybe not. Chira is picking up that small key in the fire, and we do see a wallet on Child Valley over here in the box. That is, in fact, a thing that you can get.
Put on my VC eyes, see if I could see what's behind here. Is that
looks like I think you're right. I think it is the double defense upgrade, which Balthier's like, I got enough health now. Thanks.
But you can have double what you have with that.
There is that.
I mean, I know it's slow, but I'd just get that because I like the white outline it puts around your hearts.
I mean, I'd get it just because I'm hot garbage at the game, so I need all the health I can get.
There's that too.
Whereas Tiras is like, I got a quarter heart, I don't care.
Watch me run through this lava with reckless abandon. All you need is a quarter heart if you have a Goron tunic. No time limit.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Volvagia is keeping us out of Fire Temple.
Mm-hmm. So, logically that means hovers are required, right? I'm making that up.
I think you could get there with Hammer or hovers, yeah.
Oh yeah, hammer is a possibility. Right. I'm a little rusty. What can I say?
But getting there with Hammer is slow because you have to climb all the way to the top and hit the thing down.
Oh yeah, it's hot garbo. I mean, I I'd just go for the jump somehow.
Yeah. Just get the glitch jump into the Volvazia fight.
So, yeah, Tiras is going to do the Dompe check, what with Graveyard hinted as path, but we know
7 years too late.
Yep, 7 years too late for Dompe. And Balthier goes for the fish. Just another full heart.
Very healthy on Balthier's side.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so it looks like Balthier now going for Child Spirit area. So I guess gonna pick up that Goron tunic.
Will that not kill him?
It will absolutely kill him. Luckily, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's a little bit of a time loss, but it's still faster than
it's a
resetting.
Free health refill. Yeah, you back to 3 hearts.
Yep, every death is a free health refill when you're only on 3 hearts.
Calculated.
Seems entirely legit. Yep, so we have seen the Child Spirit play on Tiras' side. That's where the Goron tunic was.
No way to climb higher, though. Just a t-shirt.
Yep, no keys on the left side, so it's going to be a short trip.
Oh no, he missed.
Oh no!
Feels bad. Balthier can do the adult spirit climb, it's just you can't do the child spirit climb yet.
Yeah. And honestly, it makes sense to, if you're planning on doing adult spirit, to go ahead and check left side, because
you just check all the kid sides, because you can.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see an immediate Requiem right after this. I mean, doesn't Balthier technically have all you need for Spirit right now? Or am I making that up?
Yep, he's got Strength 2 and a Mirror Shield. That's all you really need.
Yeah, and a hook shot to get to the boss.
True. You do need that hook shot.
Oh, you need ZL for a couple of things, though. You're gonna get.
You need ZL for one check.
For some chests, yeah. Yeah, for a check. Well, 2 checks.
What's the other one?
The boss
the
key.
other one in the wolf host.
Oh, the one in the front? Yeah. Hey! We just got a ladder.
Where was that at?
It was in...
Oh, it was in the Boulder of Destiny.
Wow, Boulder of Destiny.
Balthier left without that.
I was hoping somebody was going to catch the Blue's Clues song. That's not how the song goes anymore on the new Blue's Clues, though, sadly.
There is no new Blue's Clues.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's only Steve.
Alright, nice Mito skip there for Balthier and heading for Forest, which does make a ton of sense on account of having that hook shot. And of course, you can get ZL from doing that, so yeah, you want to do that.
I've never realized that there is a setup for Mito skip, and I've always just winged it.
Sort of same. I mean, I do try to set myself up in that corner, and sort of aim in that direction, but not really. Ooh, Balthier having a little trouble with this glitchless jump here. There we go. And T-Riz is going to be doing the field checks now, going to get that hook shot momentarily.
Buckle up, we might get a short double forced, maybe.
Oh yeah, everybody loves double forced. It's a situation that is just rife with all the commentary you could possibly need, and by that I mean sarcasm. Anyway,
and I can misname all the pose on purpose and make chat mad.
Just give them the names of the Teletubbies.
Yeah, it makes sense. Although I don't remember what colors was resolved to which names. I know their names, but I don't know which colors belong to.
Well, you're doing better than me.
I do know the purple one. The purple one is stuck with me.
I mean, we could just call them Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde.
I just call them by their color names. It's easier that way.
Fair enough. All right, so we did see the lab dive from T-Riz. Unfortunately, nothing super important. And Balthier is taking care of business here in the Forest Temple.
It also lets people laugh at me because I get the colors wrong. It's difficult to tell colors through the screen that I have.
Fair enough. I mean, half of my family is straight up colorblind, so I make fun of people for that all the time. I mean, what? Alright, Balthier getting the wonderful little
hook shot grab.
Hook shot. Yep. Yeah, I used to eyeball that before I knew there was a setup for it, and it turns out the setup is literally the same as the broken stick setup.
Yeah. Backflip, roll forward slightly, then hook shot.
I was like, I have been doing it wrong this whole time.
Oh, getting the Mito skip.
Woohoo! Alright, Balthier about to climb up Forest Temple, so time for the good old-fashioned block pushing escapades.
Unfortunately, no hovers to make it slightly faster.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta push the block all the way today. You get to see the cool sword recoil into the Wallmaster room now.
It is quite cool. Alright, so that is, I believe, the 4th small key we found. There are only 5 in the temple, so it'll be pretty soon we run out of them small keys situation. And nicely done.
First I've seen somebody line that up with a hook shot, though.
Interesting. And very nice quick spin kill on the Floor Master. And we get the boss key.
It's pretty helpful.
Alright, so Ruto's letter was in the Boulder of Destiny. So that is one of the things that Althea is missing here. But of course, Tiras is missing the boomerang, so
yeah.
both trips to Jabu would be quite garbo at the moment. And of course, we know there's nothing in the boomerang chest, so there's really no reason to go there without the boomerang.
True. But if you want to set up some weird, crazy route in the future, you could always just go there and pop FW inside of Jabu.
There is that. If you happen to be in the area for some reason, like you're doing Child Domain or something. Yeah, major shout out to our trackers there. DFX9 and Fencer 17 or Sabru 17 for keeping track of all the items because I couldn't do it.
You know how to go with clicking the shiny buttons?
Bro, I can't stay focused on clicking my own buttons, let alone this mess.
Let alone somebody else's buttons.
Exactly.
Seed like this, though, you get a nice long break. You get all the items front loaded, then you just chill and relax until they finally find that one item.
Yep. I mean, Balthier is in fact, or Forest Temple today is in fact doing its best Palace of Darkness impression, which is acting like a mullet. Where you got business in the front and party in the back. Moving on.
That hairstyle deserved to stay in style for longer.
Okay. I'm not going to say that's a wrong opinion, but it's an opinion.
Alright, so we're coming up on Red Guy here.
Red Guy. Cool.
What's the name of that ghost? Red Guy.
Cool.
Even though they're the Poe sisters, you know?
Yes. Look, I'm not going to stop them from being Red Guy if they want to. I mean, I do know what the actual names are, but I'll let you do your bit.
I've heard them many a times, and I refuse to remember them.
Fair enough.
I've limited mind space. It's like a hard drive up there. It's only 1 gigabyte left, so I can't fill up more.
I mean, my brain just uses a weird mnemonic device. Because it has the 4 names in there just by themselves. And then to match them up, well, the blue one starts with B. I'm assuming it's a blue guy.
Yes, blue guy. You could also call it Bluey if you want.
Oh, very nice. Gonna throw in the extra reference to the children's shows. I'll take it.
More big chests. Wow.
Wow. Oh, Din's Fire. Hello, Stone Shadow.
Oh, interesting. Spicy. Stone Shadow finds a way.
That it do.
You got almost everything you need to complete it.
So I wonder if Jeff Goldblum has a Cameo account,
Oh.
so we could get him to say Stone Shadow finds a way.
Isn't that old Jeff Goldblum cadence? Shadow finds a way.
Stone Shadow finds a way. I don't know why, but that sounded more like mine sounded more like William Shatner. I don't know what that was all about. Stone Shadow finds a way.
Curtain Intercraft. Oh, here's a yellowy. Yeah.
For some reason, it's always seemed green to me.
Is it green?
It looks green, but then again, I don't know.
It looks very yellow on the picture, but the flame is green. That's like a very light green on the picture.
Chartreuse.
Lime green, yeah.
So interestingly enough, lime green is actually what they call is what the computer people call the shade of green where everything green is saturated and nothing else. So it's all green, no red, no blue.
So if that one's a lime green color, we could call that one limey.
Ooh, I like it. I don't know why they're from New Zealand, but we'll take it. Oh no, that's Kiwi. British is one.
And then we got all perps over here.
All perps? Cool.
All perps.
I mean, they are the perpetrator of this atrocity of making me wait through 5 hits.
Yeah, what makes purple so special that they get 5 hits? Does purple ghosts think they're better than the other 3 ghosts?
Something like that. The real thing is, like, they have the same amount of health, but you can't actually hit this one with a sword.
Do the other ones take 5 hits if you don't use a sword?
Well, they would take 5 hits if you use a normal sword slash. Right? But you could do like, power crouch stabs and all that mess to improve your damage on all the others, but not Meg.
It checks out, game. I'll forgive you for now.
The reason I remember the name Meg is because it's the most annoying one. Come on, Meg.
So just like actual Meg.
Exactly. Alright. So T-Riz also about to pick up Din's Fire here. And we will see Phantom Ganon occur.
Yeah, you haven't missed that much, Mia. Just a couple of dungeons.
I mean, we've still got a few things left to find, so...
And plenty more dungeons to do.
Gotta get that hammer, really.
Hammer and...
Light arrows.
Light arrows, basically. Each runner is missing different things, but they both need hammer and light arrows to finish.
Yeah, T-Riz needs to go pick up the boomerang from Child Dompe.
Hovers are not technically required to see yet.
Yeah. Could very well be a thing, though. Balthier, of course, needs to get the Ruto's letter out of the Boulder of Destiny. I imagine that one's a little going to be slightly more likely to be checked sooner than Child Dompe. Not going to lie.
Because you could check Boulder anytime you want, adult or child. Was Child Dompe hinted? I didn't see that.
Is it? Okay. Well, okay, yeah. Well, the graveyard was hinted, and he's checked basically everything else.
Of course, graveyard path to Baronade.
With the exception of, the ZL place, but I'm sure that after getting ZL here from Sheik at the temple, T-Riz will probably go check that.
See, you said it was hinted, and my mind instantly went to, they added a sometimes hint for Dampe digging?
But yeah, no surprises here. Both are going for the spirit check. Fully able to clear all checks within spirit at this point.
It's the same thing, except for in weeklies you can King Zora skip. Whereas in the tournaments you can't King Zora skip, but it's the same settings as the Season 6 tournament.
Speaking of Majora's Mask, Rando, I gotta try out the combination one at some point.
In that one, can you only hop to Majora's Mask if you're a child?
I have no idea.
Because that would
all I know is it sounds just straight up dumb, and I love it.
Small key on the Wolfos room. Checks out, since there was none on the child side.
Right, I remember now. They adjusted the location of that chest, is what they did.
Oh, did they move it forward so you could hookshot it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Portal is at the Happy Mask Shop. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Alright. Checks out. You gotta be a kid, because you're a kid in Majora's Mask.
Silly Rabbit Masks are for kids.
Only the one key so far. Good old spirit key logic, here we go. Get out the document. You can't even get into Spirit Temple without Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Though, yeah, I'm going to be like, if there's not at least one key in this room, something is weird. Alright, yeah, we
There's
got one.
exactly one key in this room. But if there wasn't a key here, it'd just be... You'd have to do child side, right? Logically, or no?
No, because you could have spent that first key on that door, and then... I mean, the thing is, you can do more keys here. Or there would have to be more keys in this area.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you just could not possibly... You'd lock yourself out real hard.
Probably gonna find a chain of like 4 keys in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Won't need them all, but we'll find them all.
Alrighty. Spirit is apparently locked by Din's fire, so that's a thing.
Good thing both runners have that.
Yep. I mean, if you have ZL and you somehow don't have Din's fire at this point, again, I think you did something wrong.
Also, both runners have double magic, so they could Din's fire this room.
Looks like Balthier is going to take you up on that offer.
I guess that's the only way to do it, because you don't have fire arrows.
And we're getting ourselves a boss key.
So
We got a hint for Colossus's left hand, but this over here is Colossus's right hand.
Spirit's definitely heavily magic locked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense to not waste the key, especially if you already peeked the chest outside.
I'm curious why he didn't do the room below the torch room.
I think probably just gonna do that here in a second.
Big chest.
So I would guess gonna jump down, grab the big chest, and then jump over to the lower room there. Yo! It's a hammer. And that is in fact our path, yes.
Well, once we
So I
get
guess
that
we're in
letter,
glow mode, is that the technical term?
Yeah.
As in we're looking for the silly light arrows.
Yeah. Once we find those, though, we're off to kill Ganondorf, eventually.
Alright. T-Riss has gone for the spirit play, spirit area.
Setting time of day for Dampe digging.
Aha. There we go. Alright, so gonna get that boomerang post haste. Balthier having a little bit of an argument with the Anubises here.
The Anubises are... Oh, he's digging twice.
Tira's gonna go for the Z, or for the Sun Song check.
Could also do the torches in the composer's grave while you're out here.
Mm-hmm. You don't even have to do the flame storage trick.
In case for some reason you don't think that Boomerang was Path, the song could be something. But it's probably just Serenade or Minuet.
Stone of Agony in the
Nice.
sunroom.
I guess this,
You're dropping
you know
bombs.
what's out in Ice Cavern, depending on what song is here.
Balthier now waiting on the wall here. Let's see the
So I don't
boss
think
key
it
check.
was Sorry, unless ZL was Saria's locked or no?
Technically, behind the just to get to forest.
Okay. So that makes sense. That Minuet was in the composer's grave. So you're either gonna get Vanilla Serenade or Song of Time out in Ice Cavern, neither of which is useful. Kyrus's dreams of Ice Cavern are fading.
Sad day. Burning Cat has Serenade. Alright.
Oh, okay, so probably not gonna go all the way to Ice Cavern for Song of Time.
Alrighty. It is time for some Twin Rova time. Well, I mean, there's an iron knuckle in the way. But
Did
you
we
get the
never find
idea.
our 40 hit? That's weird. Could be light arrows.
Oh god. It's like this was gonna be like a potential sub 2 hour seed, and then all of a sudden, nope. Horseback archery, Jesus.
I think it'd be worse if it was on 40 skulls unhinted. TBH.
Yeah, well, I imagine, like, if we're really desperate to find out the 40 skull thing, like, it's probably on one of the stones in Zora's domain, or Zora's
Or-
fountain.
Back of Lake or Hyrule 2 or somewhere dumb. The stones that nobody ever checks unless you really want to know. Especially Hyrule 2. That thing is just out of the way.
And they won't let me dupe skull tokens, so yeah, there's no reason to go up there. I mean, what?
We're getting Fish God.
Oh boy. Alright, fusion dance over here. The Twin
If you
Rova.
type exclamation point path. Yeah, there you go. Look at all those straightforward paths. So do you buy into the theory that Ganondorf wrote Princess Ruda's letter?
I've not even heard this theory before.
because when you go to her and she's like, "What letter? I didn't write any letter."
Interesting.
Oh, she doesn't say I didn't write any letter. She's like, "What letter?" Like she doesn't know what you're talking about.
Right.
It's all a ploy by Ganondorf for you to open up the door of time.
I mean, that could very well be a logical explanation for that. I can't think of a much better one at the moment.
If you don't open it, he never gets the Triforce of Power.
True facts.
You have to carry Ruto. She's your fish waifu. It's only, you gotta be gentlemanly.
Yeah, that could be the whole tsundere thing going on. It's not like I wanted to write you a letter or anything.
I mean, you are technically engaged to her, so you gotta.
There's that.
You gotta carry her around, man. It's the only Zelda game where you get married. I guess you're not married, you just get engaged. And this fish we got many years ago in the Deku Tree is finally to use.
I'm just gonna call her Princess Jumptown.
Princess Jumptown?
Yep.
I don't think
After the Zelda 2. Because the town in which you get the jump spell is the town of Ruto. And the Zelda 2 people, they just call the towns by the name of the spell.
Gotcha.
So you've got Shield Town, the Sage of Light. You've got...
That's a long shot.
Aha!
Stone Dungeon intensifies.
So I guess that means that hovers are logically required.
No.
Wait, no, you're right.
You could still do all Fire Temple with only a hammer.
I forget. I thought we had the boss key and not a small key. I'm a dumb and a half.
Sadly, the only dungeon hovers are 100% required for is Shadow Temple. They're very useful in every other dungeon, but not required.
Absolutely.
Slide arrows chilling on Bongo? That'd be kind of mean.
Yeah, pretty gross.
Especially since you don't really know where hovers are. They might be right there. Or it's just strength 2 in Jabu.
Aha, so there's Tiris's strength 2, although that is not the only strength 2 that would be available. Tiris apparently still having not done bomb shoot bowling.
Bailed out by Jabu.
Though we did not see, we did see a hint for Yeet Grotto, or for Yeet Fairy, but there's a lens. Hi. Anyways, we did see a hint for Yeet Fairy, but we did not. There's nothing that prevents the light arrows from being like in the light trial.
True. It's always a thought when you go to Gan and he's like, they're in my cast, and you're like, ooh, do I need strength 3 or not? And the answer is usually yes, because light trial has a ton of checks.
You don't always need strength 3. The only things you would possibly need it for are light trial and the Yeet Fairy there out in the outside Gan's castle. But again, we still don't know what the light arrows are, which we could find out.
3 yet, but we might in the future.
Alright, so T-Riz finally opening up the path to Big Octo.
Will he accidentally happen into 4 hearts? Maybe. He's done a pretty good job of avoiding it so far.
I do think he's managed to pick up 3 random heart pieces, so we might be approaching that point, but who knows. And we see T-Riz is still picking up skulls.
Kind of makes sense since he hasn't gotten a 40 hint, and these skulls are just out of the way, so you pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
And there could be light arrows on 10 or 20 skulls.
Looks like Balthier is going for pixel shot here.
Unfortunately, you gotta do that if you don't have Pierre.
Sadly, Balthier did go set up Pierre as a child, just didn't go back as adult.
No real fast way there as an adult.
True.
I think he might be slightly too much in one direction.
I mean, I've never done pixel shot, so I have no clue.
I'm just guessing by how the hook shot is going that he might be off slightly.
And onto the platform as T-Riz goes to pick up the box.
I'm a avid enjoyer of the box.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not good enough to do the door skip, so...
I think
Shoot, I'm not...
If I was good enough to do the door skip, I'd still get the box.
Shoot, I'm not even good enough to do this skip.
Oh, just missed it.
I cursed it.
Gonna have to take the slow route or try it again.
There we go.
Now, was Pierre worth it? Is Pierre a key?
Looks like it.
I wonder if Lavagia is also a key. Then you could just skip Pierre and kill Lavagia and do the rest of Fire Temple.
Do we have the boss key?
I think so, yeah.
I'm like, because honestly, if we have the boss key, what are we doing up here?
Searching for light arrows or Rudo's letter, I guess.
Oh, right, he doesn't have Rudos. Where's that?
Hasn't gotten around to the Boulder of Destiny yet.
Alright, Baronade goes down. Let me see. Seeds.
Don't step in the light yet. Oh, the slow turn. The worst part about that dungeon is if you go into the light too fast, you're locked. Can you ground jump onto that pole?
Maybe.
Oh, you can.
Apparently so. And probably going for that jump. There we go. Very nicely done.
That's one way to do that without hovers.
And there's the boss
Ken
key.
has the boss key. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And yeah, Balthier is just piecing out.
Yeah, because the hammer chest, I think, is a key.
And we go for Volvagia. So we've got ourselves a bit of a technical jump here.
Smooth. Nice.
And it's dragon time. Balthier just needs to pick up Ruto's letter. That'll be 7 or 6 medallions.
Link is an evil person. He's killing the last of the female dragons.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. Balthier getting nice. Yeah, had to do a little bit of a backup strat there because the second head spawned so close to where the bomb needed to be dropped, but still managed to pull it off, so well done.
That would be Hyrule Field is past the Saints of Ganon.
Yeah, and that was pretty obviously the hook shot there in the grotto.
Oh, fire arrows on Volvagia, how appropriate.
I mean, yeah. this is the place where fire happens. Or in terms of medallions, it is the place where water happens.
Now it's maybe time for Balthier to clear out the rest of the Hyrule Field path.
Hopefully. Unfortunately, Balthier, it was path to Phantom Ganon, so Balthier having already done that might be like, okay, we don't need to check that anymore.
It's always the tricky part.
Rule of Fire, oops, wrong rando. True!
Well,
although the Rule of Fire does exist in this rando too. It's just for a different thing.
Balthier can be a very rich Link now.
So far, it does not look like the Iron Boots are going to be required. But, again,
Ganon
we don't know where the light arrows are.
My thought process is the runners are just going to get the 6 medallions and ask Ganon where they are.
So, Balthier going for that second scale. Gerudo Fortress, you're really pushing for that horseback archery, aren't you? You're just wanting me to have to stay here like another extra hour and a half.
It's not going to take an hour and a half to do horseback archery.
I mean, if it does, if opponent's song is on OoT.
Nah, Water and Shadow aren't that long.
Yeah, but we don't know where the hover boots are.
Fair. Probably just in Water Temple, you know?
Maybe.
They can technically also be in the front of Shadow, in the vanilla location.
Yeah, that's always a fun time. Alright, hammer required for T-Riss as well, so now
So
T-Riss
is gonna knock out Spirit and Fire real fast and go ask Ganondorf.
Yeah, the only problem with going to knock out fire real fast is there is no such thing, because you have to go all the way up to get the silly boss key.
As fast as you can.
True.
Oh, Epona's is on the OoT. We've got that hint.
I didn't mean to imply that we didn't know that.
If we need Epona, we're gonna have to beat Water and Shadow. Which, I mean, if you're lucky and it's in Gerudo Fortress, it might be Gerudo Fortress Rooftop and you only need Longshot.
Yeah, so, I wonder if that were the case. Like, so in this scenario, let's say you get to Ganon, he says it's in Gerudo Fortress. Do you go there just to check that one check?
Yes.
Or
you absolutely do the one check instead of committing to all dungeons. And then if it's not on that one check, you drop Fiori's Wind in GTG and you go do Shadow and Water.
Okay. Alright, so Balthier has picked up the Serenade of Water, which is nice if that becomes necessary.
Definitely. He could finally learn his Scarecrow song if he wants to. Light Arrow cutscene was $20.
Alright, Balthier going back to Spirit. I'm assuming this is for the fairy check. Maybe
Fairy
Haunted
check,
Wasteland.
Reverse Wasteland.
So the only problem with Balthier is he doesn't have Ruto's letter, which is out in Hyrule Field at the Boulder of Destiny, and
Balthier
so
doesn't have the hint. Yeah, might take him a bit to get to Hyrule Field Boulder. Whereas T-Risk can just safely defeat 2 dungeons back to back and ask Ganon where the light arrows are. Boulder of Destiny is the one by the drawbridge, the closest one to it.
yeah, it's just outside of Castle Town. What if light arrows are just like sitting in Tektite Grotto?
I think somebody looked in there.
Oh, maybe. I didn't even.
And if they were in Tektite Grotto, would have grabbed them because you have gold scale.
Ah, fair enough.
It's just too bad you can't gold scale the toilet.
Yeah, there is that. Toilet, of course, being the one water check inside GTG.
The one that you need the Song of Time from Ice Cavern for.
True, true.
Now, does Balthier know about the loading glitch for the posts? Doesn't look like he utilized it.
Is that has something to do with like going up and down, and then it makes the sand not as bad, or something like that?
Yeah, if you go up and down in the little wasteland area, it just lights up the posts for some reason.
Interesting.
OoT is a well-coded game.
Yeah, with 0 bugs whatsoever. So, yeah, I think the Boulder of Destiny. I think it was originally called. I think Spike came up with it at one point.
Sounds like a Spike Vegeta thing.
Because something he forgot at one point. But the fact that it made it into the spoiler log is pretty funny.
So it's not the fortress rooftop. So if Ganon says it's in the fortress, it is horseback archery.
Oh boy. I think it was the Boulder of Destiny was his name. But then I could be wrong.
I seem to recall that's what I heard also. Was that it came from him.
Aha! Yep, that's what Tannerin says, and much better at remembering the history of this mess than me.
Season 3 was like too long ago.
Alright, so T-Risk on the final phase of Twinrova. Can be able to beat that quickly, and then probably going to head for fire as soon as possible.
We're getting a full clear of GTG, possibly.
That's very interesting from Balthier. Could end up finding the light arrows in here, which would, speed things up eventually a little bit. But of course, knowing exactly where you need to look is generally a better thing than not knowing.
I like it. It's playing to density because he doesn't know. Like, there's no hint.
There's nothing to really tell you where Ruto's letter could possibly be.
Because Hyrule Field got eaten by Phantom Ganon Path. And you've technically gotten the path to Baronade from Graveyard, so Ruto's letter just kind of got tossed in Hyrule Field.
Oh man, the Maze Peak, like you were saying, the Maze Peak is so much better.
with the chest texture, yeah, you could see basically everything.
Oh, there's a big chest at the eye statue upstairs. Check
Luckily, you
there.
don't need Pierre for that, because they call that the Pierre chest.
Oh boy.
At least that's what I've heard it called, is the Pierre chest.
Yeah, that does make sense on account of there's a Pierre that can spawn there. So Tiris is here headed for fire. Once again, now Tiris has been inside fire to do a few things here and there. And just like before, we are going to see a quick check of...
Oh, he almost got pushed into the
wow.
ledge.
That's impressive right there.
Thankfully, Link grabbed the ledge before he got bodied. I guess since T-Risk couldn't rush ice, he's just deciding to go only 3 hearts in this seed.
Yeah. Yeah, Tiris is has to get the fire, or has to get the boss key way up at the top of fire here. Is going to get the long shot as part of this lower check here. Fighting
key off of highest Goron. He's playing hero mode, but it's not enforced. It's a self-enforcement of hero mode.
Mm-hmm.
I get not opening your small chests if you have explosives.
Alright, so Balthier now going for the push block chests here in GTG.
Time to see if the toilets... I've been keeping track of keys, but... Let's see if toilet's a key.
Big chest. Third bomb bag.
Strength lock bombs.
And garbage all around.
So there's one key in that room. Has anybody been keeping track of GTG keys?
Not really. I mean, I knew there was one in the front room. There were at least 2 inside the maze.
Get to see what this chest is. Is it light arrows?
Alright. Pierre chest is... eyeball frog!
Well, that's useless.
I'm assuming we've seen the hint for that.
Yeah, Bigeron is dead.
Cool, cool. Emotional support frog. Yes.
The frog's gonna see 7 years back in the past.
Eventually.
Okay. So
Alright, Balthier appears to be done with that.
can't do much else without
Piece
Song
right
of
out of
Time.
here. It's like, no, lady, I just went in there.
Go back in for $20.
Alright, going for nighttime here, getting some skulls.
A frog warp to ice cavern sounds like a losing play. But that is definitely the fastest way to Ice Cavern is frog warping.
Truth.
Hammer Rocks is a small chest, I think.
Looks like it. We shoot in the sun. What do we got? Garbo.
$5.
I mean, $5 is $5.
You know, if you're gonna shoot the sun, you might as well get paid for it, right?
I mean, in this economy, yeah. Balthier is finally activating the Scarecrow song, despite having, done the whole pixel shot thing.
Gotta do that if you want to do adult checks at the lake, unless you have the bean planted.
True facts.
Just unfortunate that Balthier's doing everything around where he needs to go. The curse of knowing where items are.
Mm-hmm.
Silently yelling at the runner, "No, go over there, you fool."
I thought we turned off ice traps.
Turn
Sorry.
them back on. It's great times when you just walk in, open a chest, and get frozen.
And happy 2 hours, everybody. Boss Key and Fire is at highest score on it. So T-Risk will be coming across it pretty soon.
Within the next couple of minutes. Seconds. I don't know. I think that letter might hold a few people up. You've technically cleared out your path if you found the other item in Hyrule Field and not the leather.
Alright, so T-Risk is...
T-Risk has the boss key, but he's going higher.
He doesn't have the boss key, he just saw it. He knows where it is.
Oh, is he going higher to drop onto the highest Goron?
Apparently.
Oh, that's...
I like Balthier's method there. I didn't realize you could ground jump onto those pillars there.
Neither did
But
I.
that's definitely faster than this.
I guess if you're not key counting, you might want to check that maybe this is not a key. It seems weird to not key count, though.
So Balthier is now going child.
Yes, there's always a Skulltula at the bottom of the lab dive. But if you break the box at the bottom of the lab dive, you can't do the cool Iron Boot hookshot strat. I've done that before. Multiple
So
times.
there is a skull at the bottom of the lab. There's also a item you get for doing the lap dive. So those are two different things.
It is a small key.
Oh, for a second there, I thought he didn't grab this side. He's gonna be real put out about that.
Yes, it is cafe.
And there we go. Ruto's letter for Balthier.
Balthier is now also in glow mode. And glow mode is when you have everything except for light arrows.
Now, I don't want to be like a real stickler for something, but I know we call it like a sprite, like in this, but it's really a model. Anyway.
Did you push up your glasses when you said? Well, actually.
Yep, I did the actually there. Just because a sprite is by definition sort of a 2D thing.
Oh, Jimbo, there he is. 203.35. GG Jimbo.
Yep. So no surprises there.
He must have found the light arrows.
Sprite is a good drink.
I'm drinking 7-Up right now. It's basically Sprite, but made by a different soda company.
There is that.
Oh, we missed the... Okay, there you go. You got the ground hammer. Smooth Velagia.
All
Now
right.
go ask Ganon where the light arrows are.
Show me the light, Ganon.
Does T-Ris have a FW set up anywhere as an adult?
I don't think so. I think, if anything, it's set up in Spirit.
So you could dispel it and put it in Ganon's castle.
Yeah.
I know sometimes people just set it up in GTD, but he hasn't been out to GTD.
Oh yeah, he said it in Fire Maze Upper. Yeah.
That checks out because in case Pierre was the boss key.
Yeah.
You definitely dispel that and put it in Ganon's castle then.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's $20 for getting the medallions, Link. Good job.
All right, T-Ris going for the Rainbow Bridge. The sweet, sweet Rainbow Bridge.
All right. Get your guesses in chat. Where do you think the light arrows are? How mean do you want to be to the runners? You know it can't be too mean because there's already a finisher.
Yeah, if it was horseback archery and somebody finished in 2 hours and 3 minutes, I would be terribly surprised.
That'd be some smooth routing for all dungeons in 203.
Mm-hmm. Especially given the fact that we have no idea where the hover boots are.
Oh. Balthier just found his gold gauntlets in Jabu.
Could very well be Light Trial. Because it's not outside the realm of possibility that somebody would have picked up gold gauntlets because of that, right?
True. Gold gauntlets were on the way.
Yeah. Except that T-Riz doesn't have it because T-Riz never did boundary bowling.
Now, if he says they're inside Ganon's castle as T-Riz, you do everything else that's not like Trial and Prey.
Oh, absolutely. Yeet Fairy is in fact dead.
Salt and pepper time, baby.
You know, I hadn't even made the connection there, but yeah, they do kind of look like salt and pepper shakers. Now I want salt and pepper shakers shaped like Iron Knuckles from Ocarina of Time. Somebody on Etsy, get on that. Oh, 3D. You know what? I'll tell you. I do work at a school. I do work as a professor at a school. I'm technically in the school with the engineering department, and they have 3D printers. I might be like, hey, can I borrow your stuff?
Can I borrow those real fast? The horror of when you use Feori's win and it's like, don't accidentally hit return to warp.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're going upstairs.
You're about to find out how
and
evil
around
they
we go.
are. Penned in.
And there's E. Cola in second place.
GG.
Oh, I forgot. We wait
I
for
don't think the bot
the actual
posted that
timing.
yet, but GG.
Yeah. Ice Cavern!
Cavern.
So
T-Riz punished for not rushing ice.
Yep. You should have rushed ice, man. Should have rushed ice.
T-Riz is in shambles.
That is cold. And there's the official
There's
time
the
for
bot.
Nicola.
Oh, that sucks. Still pretty evil because it's a bit of a walk up to Ice Cavern.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna do a quick warp over to Zora's River, and then
Volk 41 coming in third place, 210.17.
very nicely done. Tannerin coming in with the hot foreigner references.
Ooh,
Cola
Got
coming in with
sniped.
fourth place. Just a few seconds ahead.
kind of sniped.
Yeah.
But
I mean, in a game that takes as long as Ocarina of Time, 40 seconds counts as a snipe.
just had to line up the shot.
Both of our runners today went for box skip.
Ain't nobody got time for regular box skip.
Also went from weep skip. That is true.
I know it takes time to set it up, but I'm surprised that T-Riz couldn't just try to beat skip even though he didn't need to. Just for the premise of it, you know, like, it's still weak.
For the millions.
Let's see how deep these light arrows are.
So first things first, got to pick up some silver rupees.
This is a dungeon you can Fioris out of, right?
I believe so.
So you get them and you just immediately Fioris back to Ganon's.
Yeah, you get them, you peace out, you beat Ganon, you have a good time.
You get some bacon and you have some dinner. Not there.
So immediately grabbing a little bit of blue fire on account of, needing it to get to the next room.
The Ice Keys is after him. Watch out. Almost got him in the butt.
And then we have Zavi finishing with a 5th place time of 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 22 seconds.
GG. It is all the way in the back, I think.
I didn't actually see the chest on the right, or now on the left, but there it is.
Right there. Yeah.
And there we are. One light arrow to finish this off. Setting up for the last fight.
I got
immediately
kind of
returning.
because I didn't see the big chest and he grabbed 2 bottles of blue fire, so I thought it was in the back.
Yeah. I think he didn't see the big chest either. Otherwise, why would you grab 2 bottles of blue fire?
So you dump one on Ganondorf, obviously.
Oh, okay. Intentional lag strats, I guess.
Yeah. I've dumped my extra bottle of blue fire on the 2 couples dancing in Hyrule Castle Square.
Fair enough. Like, you don't need to be showing that off for all of us. Get a room. I mean, what?
And then Balthier's also gonna figure out... Oh, shoot.
And time for a good old-fashioned... Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Did not quite get the one cycle there.
I think he might have been 1 or 2 stabs off. Oh, more than that.
Oh yeah, he only got like 4 stabs in on the first one.
It's a lot of stabs to go to Ganon fight.
Yeah. He just got like a little bit late on one of the stabs. It's all about timing to keep the one cycle there. And solely finishing with a official time of 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 50 seconds.
All in all, pretty nice seed, I'd say.
And I mean, shout out to Tyrus for going the distance with the 3 hearts here.
Yeah. Who needs hearts, right?
Exactly.
You might need hearts if you get smacked by one of those giant swords.
I mean, if he gets smacked by one of the giant swords, he's straight up dead. It's 4 hearts. Pretty sure.
Kind of like that mirror shield color, though. Nice and purple.
And there we go. T-Riss about to make some bacon.
Zelda's cooking it up right now. Just gotta cut it off. Oh, Hyper finished 7th with the snipe.
Oh, yeah. Quite the snipe there. As T-Riss gets the official finish with 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 21 seconds. While Balthier takes that newfound knowledge of Ice Cavern and gets the heck out.
Look at all these first-hand shatters in here.
Yep, the wonders of streaming on a slightly lesser used channel, let's put it that way. It's like my channel.
If you type in it, you'll be a first-time chatter. And your message too will be highlighted. Exodus finishing in 9th with 2:19.08.
And we'll be
rounding up the top 10 here.
T-Riss has said that he's going to join us here in a little bit. Needs a minute to, pack things up, but it does sound like T-Riss has in fact joined us. Congratulations. Well played.
Hello, everyone. GG.
Needs a minute to process of I didn't rush ice, so I didn't get arrows.
I was going to, and then I looked at my hints, and I was like, I think I'm in glow mode. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that quite yet.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, that was the responsible play.
It was, but I mean, had I had gone there, I would have wasted, a little extra time getting, I think Song of Time was there. It would have been
Song of Time,
fine.
all
Fun
worked
jet
out, man.
seed, though.
Yeah, pretty fast. Like, definitely faster than some of the other seeds I've seen. First place coming in right after 2 hours there. And, lots of people coming in right in here. I'm sure it'd still take me like 4.
4 or 5, yeah, that sounds about right for how long it would take me also.
But yeah, well done. Being the first one here on Restream. The real dichotomy here between the two of you was it took... So Balthier was missing the Ruto's letter for the longest time, while you were missing the boomerang, but you kind of knew where it had to be.
Yeah, I was kind of banking on it being ZL locked, which is why I put it off for so long. But I kind of knew that it was going to be on Dampe digging, but I just didn't have the time of day set up during my first child. So I'm like, we'll just route it in later. And it worked
Fair
out
enough.
because then, found Ruto's, so it's just like, okay, I'll go pick it up there when I'm on my way to Jabu. Dying in DC was really fun.
I thought it was intentional. It looked intentional to me. You're like, I saw that chest, I don't need it. Whatever.
I mean, as I'm dying in that room, I'm thinking that to myself. I'm like, you know what? Am I really losing time here? That's strategy. That's a strategy.
I mean, it was clearly a little bit of a time loss, but you know what? We'll take it.
Yeah, like there were some things this seed where I executed really well, and there's just some things like dying in DC that's like, what is happening?
Is it just a free health refill?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
oh yeah,
honestly,
shoutouts to only having
shout out
3
to
hearts.
3 hearts. I know you had something like, I think you had 3 heart pieces or something. Like you were getting close.
I know I had at least 2 because I know I had the winter heart piece and there's another one that I found, and then
Yeah.
I think PG had a container, and I was like, nah, we don't need that.
Oh yeah, just the sheer the tenacity there. Like I'd have lost my mind after all the beeping. I'm just like, no.
Oh, you guys are lucky you weren't listening to it. It was the Zelda gasp.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yes, that was a lot of fun listening to. I did throw today. It was very tragic, but I kind of did it on purpose because I only had a quarter of a heart. So I was like, "Fuck it, let's do this. If I die, then that's just a reason not to do it. If we get through, then pog."
Well, there you go.
Of course, I had nothing, but we didn't die, so. I know, I should have, Jay. I knew in my heart, but at the same time, I also wasn't sure when I was gonna get ZL.
Yep. So yeah, that was a heck of a run there. I mean, it wasn't first place or anything, but you cannot be disappointed with a time like that. I don't.
Oh no, not at all. I'm definitely happy with this time. Like I know I could have done better, but like, this is still good. There could have been a lot of things in this seed, but the hints were very nice. Everything was pretty well laid out.
The only thing really that Balthier found that you didn't, found another strength upgrade a little earlier on. It was at Bonju Bowling.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I was mostly thinking about that when I was already in glow mode. I'm like, where are all of the places that lights could be? Because the entire game is basically open, and I skipped a lot of stuff, especially overworlds.
Yeah. If it had been like, in Light Trial, that could have been a bit annoying to try to figure out where that third strength could be. But luckily, it wasn't a thing.
I think I was kind of thinking ahead for that. If it had been a Strength 3 hunt, I probably would have done like Spirit first looking for it before I had gone back Child, so that definitely would have been a thing. But like, if I needed hovers, I think I probably would have went back Child first, because I was really looking at the well for Hammer, but then it was just on the way, so...
Yeah, no well visits for anybody, despite having the Song of Storms really early. That's quite the thing. I mean, you didn't have ZL until much later, and you really don't want to do well without ZL, but there you go.
Yeah, that was my main reason for not going. I don't normally check the layout for the medallions when I play, because usually all the hints let you know anyway, but when I go all the way up to Forest to get the song there in Sacred Forest Meadow, it's not ZL. I'm just like, oh, where is this frickin' song? I have to go check what the Forest Med was, and I'm like, okay, I'm in a hookshot hunt now. And then I remembered I had the PG path. I'm like, okay, we can get back on track here.
Yep, well done. So speaking of well done, Balthier is about to finish up here on stream. We have had a few more finishes in the meantime. We've had Fur, Liam 6, Maki, Purple Rupees, Tenacious Toad, and just now Netherian finishing. That's 10th through 15th places.
Yo, high five, both of us getting sniped. GG.
And there's Evo Soda.
Double snipe!
And
Balthier.
So Balthier finishing with an official time of 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 24 seconds. Right behind Emo Soda with a finish of 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 21 seconds. But still, well done. It does look like Balthier is going to bow out of the interview here, which I cannot blame you for, because sometimes it's late, and I believe Balthier is from across the pond, so yeah.
Oh, GG's. Did anyone get a 40 hint, by the way?
Not that I know of.
I was missing that, and I think one sometimes.
Yeah, I have not seen the 40 hint.
It was one of those
Nobody
stones
knows.
nobody checks, probably.
You know, like crater
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, that or like back of the lake.
Back of Lake or Hyrule 2, yeah.
Yeah, we have no idea, but you know what? Doesn't look like it was terribly necessary.
Well, you could go get this seed and check yourself if you want.
Yep, knock yourself out, everybody. I think I'm good though. So, anything else you'd anything else you'd like to say here, T-Risk, before we wrap it up here?
Not too much. Thanks for the seed. Thanks for having me on Restream. Glad I could give you guys a decent show. And
Alright.
that's it. That's all I got.
All right, well done to T-Risk and Balthier again, and thank you to both of them for putting on an excellent show here on stream today. I would like to thank them again, and make sure to give the runners a follow if you want to see more of this action here. I also want to thank our two trackers, Fencer and DFX, for keeping track of the items here on stream, and of course my co-commentator Soulblade128. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Always fun.
Yeah.
All right.
So with that, I haven't found a raid target. I should probably do that. But we have a lot on ZSR. The Season 6 tournament's still going, so there's, again, a lot of matches coming up this week. I'm not going to list them all. Tomorrow we have the EU Weekly in the morning, as well as the Minish Cap Weekly, and then also the start of the Twilight Princess Goron's Mine RTA tournament. So tune in for those, and we will see everyone next time. And I'll figure out a raid target here in a second. Bye, everyone.
Good night, everybody.